Hello everyone, and welcome to Gamers Elf's Loft. Come in, kick back, and relax. Listen to me ramble. As this is my first video, I wanted to tell a little bit about myself before getting to the main shtick here of reading stories. As most know by now, I was the Crypt Crab, Dan the Drake, All Things D&D, and many, many more. I would like to try my hand at throwing out some of my opinions and words of wisdom, or not wisdoms, to the world. Now, as my tagline says, I like to ramble. I'm just starting out, so again, I would like to bid you all a welcome and salutations to my loft and to myself. Now, with all that out of the way, I would like to read some horror stories of the RPG variety. Come in, kick back, and relax while you listen to me ramble. The first story I bring to you guys today is from D&D Horror Stories by the account of Mirai. My DM is focused on my character too much. First time posting, please excuse if it is formatted poorly, I am not a writer, and I feel that one. I've been with this group for about a year now, and I was invited in through a few of my friends from school. There are 7 players and 1 DM. There's also a looming possibility of more joining in the future, as we originally had a couple extra players make appearances once or twice. When we first started, we did a large one-shot just so we could get used to each other and how we played. During this time, we all spread the distribution of spotlight very evenly. We all had our moments and we had a great time. The problem started when we began our official campaign. We're playing the same characters from the one-shot, but set in the past as some magic time shenanigans occurred, so our characters are the same, but different. Because of this, I chose to rewrite major parts of my character I didn't like, and add stuff I thought would be cool and give my character things to do when said things came up. Unfortunately, they came up immediately and within the first few sessions. I already had a lot of stuff happening centered around me. At first, it didn't particularly mind, as it was cool, but slowly, I noticed that no one else at the table was really having anything happen. They would have had little moments with each other, but that was quickly outshone by just everything that happened to me. My main issue was when something big happened, my character was confronted by this main rival who threatened his daughter. I couldn't think of what to do or say as a player. I sat there frozen for 2 hours. I didn't speak a word. Now, I know that you're thinking, how is this a problem? You just couldn't think of something and you paused the game. That is true. I did pause the game, and I felt quite bad about it. It also, now a running joke that if someone pauses for a minute, the OP event will happen again. The reason I paused is because our DM has a problem of telling us every little thing they are playing for our characters, including things that are currently happening. So I knew information I shouldn't know, and I was wrestling with what to say as to not metagame. I'm going to interject for 1 second. So, OP, you said that your DM has a problem of oversharing, which means that you knew everything that was going to happen when it happened. How is that fair to you and the other players? That just takes away everything because you know what's going to happen. Why would you continue playing? Because you know all the plot points and all of that. Anyway, back to the story. After this event, I decided I was going to step back and not interact as much, so let the other players play and RP, and I informed the DM, which he agreed with. And it worked! For 1 session. He immediately went back to using me as a focal point in the plot, using characters associated with my ties and my backstory, which would be fine if he used other people's links too, but he doesn't. He never uses anyone else's backstory. He only used another character's backstory for the first time 3 sessions ago. We also have really long sessions, so a lot of stuff happens. And people do get moments throughout the game, but it mostly happens later in the night when we're all tired, going a bit stir-crazy, so no one is capable of paying attention except the player in the moment. I'm not a perfect player, but I'm trying to make sure that everyone at the table is having fun. We have more players doing random shit and playing on their laptops than we have people paying attention to the game. I don't know if I'm blowing this out of proportion, but I'm just needing to get this off my chest. Thanks for reading. TLDR. DM only uses my character's backstory to drive a story of a 7-person party. I'm going to say that it is a shame that you had these long sessions and that all of us on you can be upsetting, but OP, you have to understand you really have done all you can. But also, the DM is a little overboard with the blatant favoritism, so I wouldn't be surprised if the DM just secretly has a crush on OP. But the story should have a resolution. I would have a talk with all your main players of the story, and have you all talk to the DM to either ask why OP is getting singled out, or in the best case, just have all of you air your grievances. I mean, if I was showing favoritism to my players, I would hope that someone would at least come and talk to me. This will be the most important thing I will ever say, and it'll always bear repeating. Communication is key. Communication is the single biggest part of a role-playing game. Just like marriage and life, talking to your players and DMs will help set boundaries and establish what you to expect from your games. But all in all, this is a good example of bad communication on the DM's part, leading to a dive bomb of a campaign, because if you only have one character being focused on, then you are involuntarily making that player a Mary Sue. And we never want to Mary Sue in a party, especially an unknowingly and unwittingly anointed one. But that being said, I would like to thank you all for watching, and please, in the comments down below, tell me how I can improve in the future. I would love to keep making content for you all. But I hope you all have a good day, and please come back to my loft. All are welcome in my little hovel in the forest. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys.